Welcome to our summer online course, 301B Writing in the Sciences. I wanted to just give a quick overview of how best to use the course because I have made a lot of changes throughout my time at CSU as I try to accommodate the needs of the students coming into the space. And so I also know that teachers have a variety of different styles and presentations for their course. So just wanted to kind of walk through it and let you see how I have it set up. So this is our homepage, and I try to put as much on here as possible because most of my students say they're tired of all the clicking to get to things. So you can go in and use the modules. Everything will be in there too, but every week I'll be updating this part down here, and it'll just kind of stack like a blog. So week 1 will move down when week 2 comes up. So here for our first week, we've got a couple extra things just because we're starting to familiarize ourselves with the course. These 2 things are for students who are new to Canvas, or maybe you're not quite sure what some features do or how to use some things. So that's just helpful information. And then we have some of our first assignments, which are really just getting the textbook, checking out our course page for peer reviews, quick rhetorical analysis, and introductions. So the other things that are probably the most important are up here. Syllabus, there's a lot of content in there that you'll want to keep referring to, which I'll show in a minute. Your grades, announcements I will use just to kind of say hello every week, let everyone know what's going on, and then the modules is where all of our content is created. So I try to keep the assignments and discussions muted because I find that when there's too many ways to access things, it can get really confusing. So all of the assignments and discussions are found in the modules. And then I have our to-do list here so that you can see what is coming up immediately this week. So even though it looks like there's a lot to check out here, there's really only 2 things to do for credit anyway. So the first thing I would recommend is going into the syllabus here. And note that I will have office hours, virtual office hours on Fridays from 3 to 4. And that'll be every Friday. But if that doesn't work for you, just email me and we can set up a better time. So what I'm going to be doing is using this conference feature. So if you click into there, there will be a link there for that day. You can just enter in, and it's called the Blue Jeans, or the Big Blue Dot app. There's so many. So they'll come in here, and I create them the day of so that it sends a reminder email. You can also use the chat to talk with me if I'm online, which I am a lot. So if there's any quick questions that you have, but you can also email as well. So if you go back to the syllabus, just make sure that you go through the course description, learning outcomes, and then our required texts here. We're going to do something a little bit different this semester. I would like you all to purchase a digital subscription to Scientific American, since those are the kind of writing style articles that we're going to attempt to write and learn how to practice writing. So if you get this yearly one, you get pretty much 5 years of digital archives. So if this is too much and you need some other suggestions, some other options, please let me know and I will see how I can help. There are a few different things that require a little bit of effort on your part, but definitely doable if you need to save that $40. But we just want to make sure that you have access to the articles that are published, not just the free ones online, because there's a big difference in the content, the tone, the format. And then also we're going to use Eli Review, and this is really just for our peer reviews. It's a much more streamlined process than what Canvas offers, but I'll link in the sites every single time that we have one. So it'll be really integrated with Canvas. So you'll need to get a subscription, and right now they're doing a 3-month special COVID. So $12.50 for that, and this is our class code. So when you enter in and enter that code, you'll see that we have some writing drafts and then some peer reviews. Writing draft, peer review. So these ones will come up, and I'll be able to set these more securely once everyone is submitted their code into the classroom and I get you all enrolled. But that'll just be linked right into our Canvas. Technical support, if you have some issues, know that there's lots of help. I'm also here to help. Look through our assignments, how our weights are graded, our grades are weighted, and see how, we've got a lot of peer reviews and our project documents will take a lot of process work. So really making sure that you're here to participate on time with those peer reviews. That can get a little bit tricky. We have your projects due pretty much every other Thursday a draft is due. And then you will need to respond to your peers' drafts by Sunday. And then you'll get a week to look at those comments and revise to submit for me. And then you'll get your feedback from me to move forward. So kind of how that will work. Honor pledge and classroom behavior, I'm sure you are familiar with, but if not, please read through those. Universal design for learning. Please let me know if there's anything else that I can add. Some of the first things on our homepage that you'll click on the Canvas information will give you some tips and links for accessibility. And I'm working with CSU Online to get everything approved. But if there's anything else that you need or that you see or that I would love to hear feedback. And then just some suggested study methods if you're new to online, or even if you're not. Sometimes I like to go through these and just remind myself of, some of the discipline and initiative that it takes to actually complete an online course. And then if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, this course summary will give you our full calendar here. So a lot of people like to print this out. Everything is due Thursday, Sunday, just to try and keep it really consistent, except for our final project, which will need to be due on that Friday, so that I have enough time to grade everything before grades are due. So it'll be a pretty packed summer, but I think we will get through it together, and I'm really excited to go through everything and kind of try out some new things and see where everyone's at. I've also tried to integrate some COVID readings and articles just to show some of the importance of the science writing. So this is kind of what the modules look like if you enter in this way. These are the first few things for this week that you won't need to do anything for, just to click through them so that I know you checked them all out and you know how to do all these things. And then we'll go into the week 1 and 2 and start to see. So I will be adding some things more towards the end. There's some signs that'll say coming soon. So I'm still making some changes, but the first few weeks are all set, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how all of you do with your introduction videos and to hearing some feedback. If you have any suggestions, any confusion, I'm always open to revising more and making this the best space for everyone to learn. So welcome to our course, and I look forward to learning and working with you. Thanks.